Hi, Dave Snyder here again. It's the 23rd of October 2015. I do believe it's still, yep, it's still that date. Okay, so here you go. If this doesn't prove that this hurricane is a volcanic hotspot on the ocean floor, I don't know what does. I mean, here you go. There's the Himalayas right there. This is the Tibetan Plateau. You think that that wasn't created by something volcanic? That's a massive volcanic. This is probably the volcano right here. This desert right here was probably the volcano opening. You know where the basically the what they call it, the crater, and this is the plateau. I mean, you got look at the shape of this weather pattern. This is Hurricane Patricia right here. Look at the V right here. I mean, you can totally see it's the same thing. It is the same thing. Whatever created the Tibetan Plateau is the same thing that's shaping this weather right here, this hurricane in the Pacific. This is a hot spot that created this, and Africa, the Horn of Africa. Got this over the Horn of Africa. I don't have it lined up right there, but it doesn't seem to line up right there. It seems to be like, because you can see the teardrop desert right there in the ocean right there. Look. No, I don't have it right over it, but it's close enough. I mean, you can see that there, right? So there's China there, and I'm just putting that, that weather pattern, the hurricane, I just lined it up there a second ago. It just goes right there. You can see it's the same thing. So it's all over the planet Earth. This pattern is not just a random shaped hurricane. The hurricanes are shaped by a hot spot that's on the ocean floor that if it ever grows a continent right there, then it's going to be shaped the same as that right there. As the Tibetan Plateau, the same shape as the Horn of Africa. Let's see. Oh, did you know this also in Japan? This area right here, you don't really see it that well in this picture, but this goes up like this, and it curves back this way, and it comes around and curves back to like a point this way, like Japan does. You see how Japan does that? And you see the center of the Sea of Japan right there. Okay, well this right here. If I was to save this real quick, we'll just do it real quick. Let's just do it real quick. I've showed it before, I'm sure, but we'll show it again, just to show you that things are created by the same thing. That's all I'm trying to show you, really, is that fact. Um, Japanese Africa. Okay. Oops. Take that over to Africa, down here. You can see it's the same size, and it's just gonna wing right there. You see the point right there. I can't believe you can see it that good on this one. Actually, I wouldn't have noticed it really, except I saw it earlier in an older picture of it from Google or here, overlay. Japanese Africa. Found quick. Okay, it's gonna go like this. Go like that. It's going to lift it right up there. You can see the curve is the same already. I'm just going to turn it a little bit. Tiny bit more. It's like right there. It's like right there. See that? That's the same thing. It was created in the same place. It's just shows Africa, and all these places were all over the place is what it shows. And it shows that the weather, when the weather is in the sky in the same shape, just saying. I mean, that Himalayas, you just seen what I just showed you with the Himalayas. I mean, that weather. What was it? Nope. Higher. Lower. Higher. I don't know, but you've seen it. You've seen it. Oh, it's. I don't remember which one it was. It's one of these ones. Here it is. That is. You can see where Everest is. That's Everest right there. That big, right there. That big area right there. It's like Everest is right in that area, or maybe it goes. It actually probably goes right over here a little bit more. Watch. But you see the. Look at that line right there. See the line? It just this whole corner in here. That is the same thing. Look at this right here. I mean, it's got to show you the same thing that I see. That's what I mean. You can see the same thing. It's just totally interesting. And it had to take a massive hot spot. Look at that big circle right there. Look at the circle right there. See that? Right in the center? Come on now. Anyways, it took a massive eruption to create this plateau. You can see that that's definitely massive eruption. This was the volcano right here. Look how massive that volcano is. That's huge. You know, it's almost 400 miles. What is it for? It's oh shit, it's 500, it's almost 600 miles, isn't it? Yeah, 575, I think. 3 this way at least. 250, 242, go to that rim, to that rim. Yeah, you know, I mean, it's huge. That's a huge volcano. You can measure it here, actually. That was a volcano. That whole desert was a volcano. And this is the eruption. The mountains or whatever. This is the eruption. Massive. Just massive. So anyways, that's an important overlay right there I just showed you. That is important. I can't even stress enough how important that is. I mean, this weather, this hurricane in Mexico did not come from here all the way across the Pacific and hit land here. It didn't. It didn't come all the way across the Pacific holding that exact pattern and then hit Mexico. That pattern is in the ocean. Right here somewhere. Right here, actually. Right in this area. Probably right there. It's right in this area. For sure. You got that there. It's right, like right in here. That's really important. So anyways, that's the last video for the weekend. If that doesn't prove there's something there, I don't know. Check it yourself. Have a good weekend.